Hello. Okay, so I really like doing themes, and I know that you want to hear about betting on myself, but I'm just not there yet, so I can't really talk about that one. But as I said before, I'm doing this essay grading test for 6th graders. And today, one of the papers, the student was talking about every cloud has a silver lining. And the name of the story was A Cactus Full of Flowers. And this 11-year-old was talking about how basically a cactus has thorns, and it represents pain and bad things, but it also has flowers that represent rebirth and good things and beauty. And I thought, wow, that's really deep for a child. But it's also really applicable to any situation, really, and I thought about that because they wrapped up their essay with every cloud has a silver lining. And it's true for me and you and everything that's been happening. Things are going wrong and then something goes right. And I've always said everything happens for a reason, and I truly, truly believe that. And it kind of reminds me, like, before I moved here 2 months ago, I lived in Austin, Texas for 3.5 years. And before that, I lived in LA. And when I was leaving LA because I couldn't find a job and it was really expensive, I thought about moving to Atlanta. And I really thought it would be a good scene, but then I also heard that Austin was really great, and I had never been to Austin. But now, having lived in Austin for 3.5 years, I feel like I didn't advance my career 3.5 years worth of time. Whereas if I lived in Atlanta, what I could have achieved in those 3.5 years. But then I remembered the friends that I made in the class that I took, and I got an agent. And so there were things that I did that, can't be quantified. Like, I moved to LA in 2007. I moved there again in 2012. And some people might say, oh, well, you didn't make it, you kind of failed. But I have made some of the absolute best friends in those times, like both times that I moved there. And in 2012, one of my friends that still lives in LA that I met there, just an absolute amazing, wonderful, beautiful person. And I wouldn't want to not know that person, And like I said, I think everything happens for a reason. And along with that, when the child mentioned every cloud has a silver lining, I thought, that's true, like in nature. Like, I think that's where that saying comes from. And I really do believe that things that are natural, like, affect us. And I mentioned this before, that I was going to talk about my sign, which I'm born in August, and I'm a Leo. And I know a lot of religious people are like, oh, you can't believe in, like, zodiac and things like that. But for me, it's not about, like, reading your horoscope every day. That's not what I'm talking about. But human beings are 70% water. And the moon affects the water and the tides. And why couldn't, when you're born, affects you, like, who you are? And I think that it does, because, like, if you Google Leo, the description, the personality, it fits me like 99.9%. Like, I am so, like, full of passion and like strength and like emotion and all that lioness, like, basically I could be your best friend or I could be your worst enemy, but I could be your best friend. Like, that's the silver lining. If I'm friends with somebody, I'm in it like 110%. Don't get on my bad side. But no, so I feel like I'm such a Leo when I read that, and I think that that's probably because of when I was born or something. Like, I feel like the nature versus nurture argument, like, there are just people I've met, and based on, like, finding out when they're born and what their sign is, it really fits their personality. And my brother's birthday is 2 days before mine, and we have so much in common, it's ridiculous. We're like 6 years apart, but personality wise and stuff, it's right on. Anyway, this is gonna be a short little vlog because I I'm finishing up work, and I think I have one more week on this project, give or take. But I went and got my done my eyebrows and my nails, and my toenails, which I can't show you right now, but it's the same color as these. So let me know what you think. You know, leave some comments telling me how you like the eyebrows and the manicure, and also tell me what's going on in your life as far as you had some dark clouds, now you're seeing that silver lining, or maybe you haven't seen it yet. But, you know, keep the faith. I think it's gonna come. Hollywood out.